Hello and welcome to the Week 9 breakdown of the Conman and Mocarl podcast. What's our name? That's it, right?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, close enough. Connor, Week 9 is in the books.
Yeah.
We've seen it all at this point in the season, apart from Barry losing.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, you know, you can hear by the weird crunching, I think, that we do have some special guests on the phone.
Sure, introduce them.
We have, for the first time ever, Mr. Del Farrelly. Welcome to the show, Del.
Hello, everybody.
And
That's all I got.
and we also returning, because he wasn't going to let Martin hold the record for most times on the show. No siree, Bob. He wanted this for himself. We have a certain John Hand here. John, welcome to the show.
Oh, it's great to be here, you guys. Long time listener, second time calling. I guess you guys called me, so I don't know. But it's good to be back.
How are you guys? First, in just general terms, everything's good on a personal
no complaints.
and a business
I'm
level.
alright.
All right,
On
that's
a business level. At 10 o'clock in the morning that I'm not prepared for.
Everything has been financially good.
yeah, buoyant, even some would say.
Yeah. We're in the black. That's the good one to be in, isn't it?
I think so. I always thought that was weird,
Yeah.
though. It seems like a negative thing, but anyway.
Yeah, because you don't want to be in the
Red.
Red's dangerous.
It's a
Yeah.
you don't- yeah, that's true too.
You know what
That's
I'd
true,
like
too.
to be in? The green.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Or purple. Purple's like a royal colour.
I thought you were going to say pink. I was going to say pink.
Oh, God. Jeez, can you save that for
Good night,
the...
everybody. Exploding out of that closet.
What was that?
Nothing. Listen to the podcast later.
You'll hear it tomorrow. Okay, so guys, let's we're gonna start with the news. Breaking 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 news.
Alrighty.
Just on a side note, I love our breaking news
That
drop. It's so good because it just starts like breaking news, and then all the glass breaks, and then it slowly starts building, and a guy goes to a table.
Was it me and you, or was it me and Robbie Faye making that drop? And we just looked up, like, on YouTube, glass break sound effect, and that one came up, and it's like
Yeah.
40 seconds long. The glass just
So
keeps
long.
breaking, like,
Yeah, that was me and you. I remember in whatever house you guys all lived in.
the first one, yeah.
The old house.
Yeah, the Dollhouse, yeah. Because that's where that podcast, you know, the only old one that we have up on the YouTube
Yeah,
account.
yeah.
That's from that one of those.
In the
I think that
garage.
day, yeah. I think that was the first
Yeah,
time we used the breaking news. On.
I think so, yeah, because you put it up a little while ago, and then you used to drop, and I don't think, we made it for that one, I don't think we ever did another podcast.
I'm so glad I stole that. Anyway, so guys, not gonna lie, not a load of news today.
No.
The only thing that I could personally find was that AJ Green is going to be out for a couple of games with a toe injury. Don't know how long. I think people are making it feel like it's a bigger story to people who don't have a team as good as mine, because I'm not that worried.
Yeah, I guess, like, you can get by with Michael Thomas and fucking,
Devontae Adams and
Devontae,
what's
you got
the...
Calvin Ridley there too.
The Eagles
he'll be
guy.
fine for you.
Oh, I've got some fucking news for you.
Oh, here we go.
Cullen Cougars added Doug fucking Baldwin.
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing about that today, did you?
Slurping up all your leftovers down, taking Big Ben
Yeah.
and taking fucking Doug Baldwin.
Oh, I saw
Playing him
this,
this
yeah.
weekend. And he was actually pretty good this week, and I didn't even play him.
What?
I didn't even play him this week. Like, I had him this week, and I didn't
He's
even play him.
770, John. He's 770.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's better than like half my team did.
Yeah, well, don't get used to those numbers, because Doug Baldwin likes a fucking like a really low number. There's a 0.1. A 0.1.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I remember that. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Giving him a hard time about getting a 0 on his bye week might be a little bit too much.
Yeah, the only other kind of news, and it's not really news, is that the trade deadline is 19 days away.
In our league?
Our league.
Nice. I meant to check that day, alright.
Yeah, so you got 19 days to do any last minute trades. I guess they're not really last minute. You got a minute to do a last minute trade.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it can still be changed as well. Like, it might be able to go a week further back than that too.
No, I'm pretty sure we pushed
earlier, I think.
Yeah, we can go earlier. We pushed it back to the limit.
Yeah. So if people want it a week earlier, we can vote on it if anyone cares that much.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the news. There was no news this week. What can you do? If you have news, fucking let us know in the comments below. Del. Well, like we said, welcome to the show.
I'm happy to be here.
We tried to have you on last week. It didn't work out, unfortunately. But the life happens, I guess.
It does, unfortunately.
So this week we got you on. Now last week Martin did your questions. You're getting to know the coach, but we got our intern. We got our intern Doug. He did a lot. He did a deep dive, I would say, on you. We've got some juicy morsels in here. So you ready to play Get to Know the Coach? Getting to know the coach.
Yeah, why not?
Whoa! Alright, okay,
I'm so
Del.
excited.
So, it says here that you're a big tennis fan.
I used to play tennis when I was a kid. Yeah, huge fan.
Told you. Doug knows his stuff.
Yeah.
I believe if that's correct,
We're in a big spot.
if that's correct, then I'm pretty confident on the rest of these. Del, it says here you were ordained a minister so you could marry your cats. How cute.
Well, Captain Meowser and Chairman Meow are deeply in love, and the local Catholic priests were too busy doing other stuff, which is probably highly illegal. And so yeah, I did. I became a Pastafarian pastor.
Nice.
I like that little pun there, the Catholic priest.
Del,
Yes,
again,
we're happily married.
it
Don't
said
let me pet them though.
they're a married couple. Del, you can't. Come on.
Oh, the Captain Meowser and Chairman Meow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Del, it says here that you are not a flat earther.
Absolutely not. No.
It also says here that you are a flat mooner.
Well, yeah. Obviously, the moon is like. Look, they want you to think that the moon is a natural formation up there floating around, but it's clearly not.
I mean, we only
It's
ever see
man-made.
one face of it too, if I'm completely honest. So that would.
Yeah, and the Nazis have a base on the other side of the moon, and they're just waiting to come back. I've seen it in Sky Captain, and there's something up tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a documentary. It's got you gotta look. You gotta check it out. It's an amazing documentary.
Yeah, Connor, write that down. We're gonna have to check that out.
Write that down, Doug.
Okay.
Sky Captain, and there's something up tomorrow. I can't remember what it's called.
World.
Savior? Nazi of the world.
I don't know. Some of them. Just Google it.
Del, you were Dr. Ron Goldstein's personal assistant for 4 years. Why is Ron Goldstein?
Why? Because I was researching a part.
Okay.
So, it took 4 years to really research the part, and I'm still writing the first chapter of that book.
Yeah.
It's very, very, it's going to take 40 years to write. It's an epic opus. No, wait, that's a musical term.
Del, Doug has it up here that you were named as one of James Joyce's 30 under 30 last year. Isn't he dead?
As far as I know now, I wasn't at his funeral, and I didn't see him go. I never saw his dead body. So, as you know, Michael, if you don't see a dead body, then are they really dead?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I don't know. If he's dead or not.
Okay.
Do you think he's hanging out with like Tupac and Michael Jackson and all them lads?
Yeah, he could be, Dorian Gray.
Alright.
You could have just painted his picture and be like living reverse life or whatever.
Yeah. Del.
Do you know who Dorian Gray is? You uncultured fox.
Yeah, of course we do.
Wilde,
Yeah,
man.
Oscar Wilde. It's not even
Seen
James.
that stupid movie?
It's not even James Joyce. It's Oscar Wilde.
I know.
Del. Last question. This one's actually very impressive.
God.
It says you're a 6-time master debater. No, sorry, that's a typo.
No.
Typo. Masturbator. 6-time masturbator.
Yeah, but he needs to do his. Doug needs to do his research more. Like, that's last year's numbers. This year's numbers are through the roof.
Okay.
Through the roof. I'm up to 8.
We have had trouble with Doug in the past.
Yeah.
It's laziness.
Yeah, he's in the room here. I'm not going to put him on,
You're a
though.
lazy bitch, Doug.
Yeah. Do you hear that,
No,
Doug?
I don't want to talk to him. I just want him to, can you hear my insults?
Yeah, say it again.
Can you hear my insults, yeah?
Say one more. What?
Fuck you, Doug.
Fuck. There you
Fuck
go.
you, Doug.
Fuck you, Doug. Get the fuck out of here, Doug. Get the fuck out of here.
Get that
Jesus
piece of shit out of
Christ.
Did you
Alright.
just smack
Step into my office, Doug, because you're fucking fired.
Threw that son of a bitch out of the studio. And let's move on.
Chubb looking for a hole, and he finds it for the touchdown.
That was Nick Chubb with the score as the Millions march into the playoffs after a commanding 146-93 point win over the Aztecs. The Millions were put in a strong position early on as Chubb, Kelsey and the Vikes D put up 58 points by the end of the early games, before the rest of the team put it beyond doubt. The Aztecs, however, should not feel too despondent, as this loss comes in a game where they might not have expected to win, but the emergence of Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen might bring the start of something special in RD. Derek, let's talk about this game. You messaged me quite early in the day Sunday, and you essentially gave up.
I threw in the towel, Michael, because I know I can identify a losing battle when I see it. And that was a losing fucking battle. Nick Chubb, straight out of the fucking, what do you call them things where the horses are?
Stable?
Stable. He pulled it straight out of the stable with loads of fucking points straight off the bat. Michael Thomas. How happy are you with Michael Thomas's numbers this week?
Oh my god, he
And how
finally...
expected were they?
Yeah, he's back. Yo,
Yeah.
watch out. I think 211 yards is like the Saints receiving record now.
Crazy.
Yeah, he definitely got some sort of record.
Yeah, he's been...
Yeah, no, early on in the week, earlier on in the games, you said yourself you were going to race into a lead early on and then just watch me pick off the numbers, but the lead you raced into was beyond even my wildest expectations.
Yeah, it was pretty unsurmountable. You're not really, no matter what you were doing, I don't know if you're going to get 146. Let's talk about your team. So Brady had a quite enough game, 15.66. But James White got the touchdowns that he didn't throw, so that was kind of a win medium.
Yeah, one kind of mitigated the loss.
Yeah.
Points mitigated the fact that Tom Brady's, but that meme that Martin put up the other day, the comparison between Rodgers and Brady.
Yeah.
One of the things on it was he's got Rodgers has a big strong arm and Brady likes that little dump pass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like he read that meme and went, dump pass? I'll show you a dump pass. I'll do the whole game. And he just thought, I'm not going to try and out-throw him. I'm just going to out-QB him.
Yeah.
He kind of did. It was a smart game from Brady, but no consideration for the fact that I was looking for fantasy points off him. So
Yeah.
It's selfish.
It's a real dick move. Jimmy White, obviously, he's a top running back. We've talked about how impressive he is. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, not going to lie, wasn't too familiar with James White before.
He scored like 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that's all I heard of him. And I didn't really know a whole pile about him. Throughout the seasons, you hear about, week in, week out, Zeke Elliott's doing loads.
Yeah, the big guys.
And James White, so he's kind of a bit of a surprise package this year. He's so consistent. 20s. He's in the 20s once, twice, 3 times he was up in the 20s. The last 3 games, 21 points, 15 points, and 22. So, and 2 of those games away. He's, I'm very, very happy with him.
Yeah, because also, I thought this was funny that I'm pretty sure this is the first week that somebody's running backs outscored my running backs. I'm nearly certain I've always outscored the running backs, and this is the first week. Zeke Elliott got 11 later on, so him and Cooper got 22 points. It actually, you'd want more from Elliott. That's decent for Cooper's first start. Marvin Jones had a quiet game. Hooper, Keenan Allen,
Context, Michael.
Sorry?
Context, Michael. The context of that 11.20 and 11.80 is that 7.2 points each, roughly about that, came in the first quarter. So when you score 7 points in the first quarter, you're thinking, well, surely you're going to just, by law of averages, finish in, the 15s. And, no. They just did nothing then for the rest of it. Zeke had a nice big 37-yard run and then got fucked out over the line before he got to a touchdown. That was pretty much it. A lot of attrition.
I didn't watch the game. I had no interest in the Cowboys-Tennessee game. I put it on for like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, this is just trash.
I checked my phone before I went to bed, and I was like, oh, nice. At least they might put up some points and get me
respectable.
Up over the line. Maybe get me a few points for me.
Keenan,
and I got up in the morning and looked at it.
Keenan Allen came up in a big spot. 15 points for you.
With no touchdowns. That's just yardage.
Oh, I didn't notice that, yeah.
Yeah, so, best week probably so far. So I'll be looking for him to do more of that over the coming weeks. I expect Cooper to do better. 11.8 is good for his first start. And he didn't have that many targets, so he's definitely going to get more targets than he got in that game. So if he gets more targets, he should be up in the points. So, I think he might be a good signing.
John, I want you to comment on Dell's team. You guys are playing each other next week. So, who are you looking at? Who's the dangers going into next week?
Obviously, Zeke is up there. You're always worried about Zeke because he's going to do Zeke things.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, I think, is heating up a little bit as well at the minute. And I always thought he was going to probably come good eventually for Dell. And he's going to score a lot of points. James White against Tennessee. Tennessee's defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
James White is the only one getting the touches there, really, unless Sony Michel comes back.
Sony's back this week. And also, Cordy P is amazing now.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's the best running back you guys have now.
Yeah, go Cordy P.
He's the tallest fast man I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, he gets going so fast. Like for his
his legs are so long.
Yeah. Alright, let's jump back into my team, and I'm just going to blow through this. I don't like jumping too much into it. Goff in a big spot, nearly 30 points. So currently, if we're keeping score, that Ingram trade has worked out better for me. Gurley had a quiet week, but obviously that's fine because
like 15, but
14, yeah. But he can have a week off. Nicholas Chubbington, 15 points. That was a surprising thing. I know Dell was like, well, if Nick Chubb scored a touchdown, I'm fucked. But he's
pretty much.
He's a certain running back in Cleveland, and he's gonna get the goal line touches. So I believe in Nick Chubb. Adams 10 points. We mentioned Thomas 27 points. Oh, my boy Thomas, he's flew up the scoring charts again. Remember he was top for like 3 weeks and then he just fell way down. He's back. Travis Kelce is the undisputed best tight end in football.
Yeah. Travis Kelce scores 21.9 points, which is basically as many as 4 fucking tight ends.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns there.
Yeah, and 99 yards. Just get the 100 yards, Travis. God damn. Cortland Sutton was my gamble. I said, let's do it. He was quiet, but that's against a very good Houston defense. So, he's going to be benched for, I would assume, most of the rest of the season, unless he gets really good. Yeah. But, we'll see. The Care Bear boned me a little bit because he missed a PAT, got a reverse snitch. And then the Vikings D was the best defense I've had all year. It was amazing. So, Dell, essentially just all worked out to bone you this week, just because everyone just came back and had a stormer.
I didn't expect to win, but I wasn't giving up hope. But when Nick Chubb scored that touchdown, all hope was abandoned. That flew painfully clear at that stage. And like the Vikings, they get 22 points. I was expecting it to drop at some stage, and it just kept going.
Connor, anything to say about this matchup?
No.
This also confirms my place in the playoffs, you guys.
Oh, good work.
So, you know, I'm pretty pleased about that. I think this is probably one of the fastest, other than Barry last week, must be up there one of the fastest
Yeah.
to get
I
there.
think so. I don't think anyone's division was kind of consistently with like 3 people down that low. So
Well-
just confirmed that early.
Also, I'd like to point out that 7 teams in total have losing records in
Yeah.
our league.
There's a shit ton of losing records in our league.
The 4 of them are in your division and then 3 in ours.
Yeah.
Okay, and on that note, let's move on.
3rd down and 2. They'll fake the run. They'll get into Jones looking to set up the block. There goes Julio Jones. That could be number 1. And it is. Touchdown.
That was Julio motherfucking Jones scoring a goddamn touchdown as the Dragons won what was a huge matchup in the Stringer division. Breeze Jones, the T Kittle and the Bears D all put up big scores as the Dragons smacked the Zebra Killers 131-89 to secure their 2nd win of the season. The Zebra Killers now lie just 1 game ahead of the chasing pack and know they need to start turning in results soon if they want to keep going into late December. Alright, Connor, do you want to start on this game?
Sure. Apparently not. Sorry about that. So Richie finally has got his 2nd win of the season and really tightens it up at the bottom of the division that I'm in.
Yes, the string. You mean the stringer?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Oh, I did. So currently, as it stands, because you also lost, so Rob is 1 game ahead of you and Richie.
Yeah.
They have split their head-to-heads. You, I believe, lost to both of them. So you need to beat both of them. And if you beat both of them, I think you do it.
You gotta beat both of them anyway, like. So.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I just got to win all my games. I've been saying that since about week 8.
Only 4 games left. You gotta win at least 3 of them, pretty much.
You gotta at least win the Rob and the Richie games. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the most important.
No one wins any more of our games.
yeah. Which I think, well, I need Richie to beat Barry, so who knows what's going to happen that week. Week 11, baby! Who's hyped? Okay, so let's just do some of the main players and what happened on. So Richie's team was obviously Breeze, Julio Jones finally got a touchdown, George Kittle, Jules had a nice game, Sluts had a nice game, and the Bears 29 points.
Yeah.
Because when you look at that team, or when you look at the score, you're like 131 points, and then you try and find where it is, and you're like, it doesn't look like a 131 point team, and then it's like Bears D, 29 points, you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, 60 points from your quarterback and your defense.
His running backs got 5.6 points,
Yeah,
and his team got 131 points.
yeah.
Well, what does that tell you, Del? You don't need running backs.
A tight end with 16 points, a fucking defense with 29 points. That's what tells me. That tells me that this game has nothing to do with skill, and it's all to do with fucking luck.
Oh,
That's
100%.
just the way it is.
Oh, I'm certain.
Well done, Richie.
Yeah. Whereas Richie's probably been the unluckiest team. Like, his team has been putting up close enough to these numbers early enough in the year, and he was still losing.
Also, you got Sluts, 11 points, so once you get a kicker over 10, like, you're laughing. Like, 8 points enough, I think, with a kicker, and you're in the money.
Yeah, I shouldn't have dropped lots.
Also, there's Mark Ingram. He hasn't had a... Goddamn, Connor. God.
Plug it in my charger. Just make sure it's charging. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Ingram hasn't had the best of times since he's gone to the Dragons.
He just had that one good game, didn't he? The first game back with you. And,
Yeah, and then...
since then he hasn't done much.
Oh, well, he got a 420, so, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good work. Let's have a...
Not so bad after all.
Let's have a little look at poor Robbie Faye's team. So, who are his big scorers? Brandon Cook, 17 points. Greg Olson, 13. Jay Howe finally came up big for him, 16 points. Legatron, who I had, and I had to drop when he got injured, and Rob picked him up, got 11 points.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That was nice for him, yeah.
boys, I don't know if you listened to last week's podcast, I coined the phrase...
I was going to say this.
a mermaid team. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't do this.
Oh, where like the top of a team is a healthy. You know, you're like your quarterback is like 20 points, and your 2 running backs get a load of points, and your wide receivers, and then just from like tight end down, it just gets a little bit shaky, and it's just real bad. It's like how the top is like a sexy lady, the bottom is a fish.
Oh, that kind of mermaid.
So, what I'm gonna
Legs at
say,
the bottom and fish at the top.
what I'm gonna say is Rob's team is a reverse mermaid. He's got sexy legs but a fish face. Look at that. See, he's got the Kirk Cousins, Philip Lindsay.
Sorry, Michael.
What?
I think just Dell loves that joke.
Okay, I'll let it go. Move on.
It's the so he's got a reverse mermaid going on here, where the bottom half of his team had a great week, and the top half just really and the top half is what you want. Well, I guess that's where the analogy falls down. I don't know what you personally want in a mermaid, but so Rob's team is just doing what Rob's team has done.
Yeah.
Rob's team just let him down. Like, they all had okay matchups.
Expect more from Lindsay and Johnson.
Anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Landry.
Expect more from his running backs. It's a freakishly bad week for them, especially with Freeman out. More from Lindsay.
Like, I don't know how confident I'd be going forward with Kirk Cousins. Like, he has a 20, a 33, a 31, and a 20 in half his games, and then the other is like a 10, a 14, a 16, and a 6.
Yeah.
Well, this is his worst game by more than half.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely his worst.
Again, so that feeds into the reverse mermaid that I was talking about.
Yeah, bang on with that.
Let me see. Was there anything interesting on the benches? Not really. Dalvin Cook got 10 yards, but that wouldn't have been enough for Rob. So, guys, a quick little prediction from both of you guys. Who is making the playoffs in the stringer? Who's getting the last spot?
Oh, I'm going to say Richie. I like his team. His running backs
I don't know.
The rest is good.
If Rob does something at quarterback, maybe Rob, because Richie's just had the worst lot of bad luck.
And by matter of elimination, I think Connor will just sneak in. By the two boys just having absolute mares, Connor will just be like, oh, I'll find myself here.
Well, yeah, because they're playing you and Barry next week, who are the 2 highest scoring teams.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they at least lose. And then it's up to me to beat Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, so all 3 is basically playing the 3 highest scoring teams.
Connor's playing Martin.
So yeah, Martin's probably...
Oh, yeah.
He's probably up there, yeah.
I'd imagine he's up there. Him and Danny probably are 3 and 4.
And then it's probably like Richie's
So
spot.
hopefully you can beat him, Connor.
Yeah.
And yeah, then week 11 we're back into divisional games.
Oh, week 11, babies. Who's fucking high?
Week 11 is Brady's bye week and the Pats bye week, so it's my bye week.
Oh, why couldn't I get you in week 11 now? This is some bullshit.
Who are you playing week 11?
Me and Richie are actually playing in the last week.
Probably
so
Shauna.
that could be playing for the division.
Yeah, so hold on. Dale, you are playing Shauna. What did you say?
I was just saying in the last week, week 13, me and Richie are playing.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
So either Rob will have won already, or it'll be down to that.
I'm playing Martin in the last week as well. That's going to be hype.
So good.
I'm playing Rob. Rob's going to want to get his business done early.
In relation to the heads and head-to-heads, I've beat you once this year, John, did I?
Yeah, you beat me in the first week, so I got to come back and beat you here.
So you need to win more than I do.
No
pressure though.
I'm backed into a corner at this stage.
Hope you don't behave like a rat.
Whoa, spicy meatballs.
Never corner a rat.
I'm the commissioner. I will take players off your team.
Oh, you already took Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, I'm Big Ben. He's probably coming back this week to beat you. Because I need him for this. Like, if I'm ever going to play him again, this is the week to do it. Like, against you.
No,
oh, yeah.
Play Carr again.
The motivation it'll be a big factor going into this week.
You messed up.
You've been talking a lot of shit about Big Ben, like, and now it's time
drop Carr.
to back it up.
What's it going to do to Carr's confidence? You're going to destroy the poor lad. I think you should stick with him, John.
You messed up not playing... Oh no, well I guess we'll talk about it, but you messed up not playing Tevin Coleman in the revenge game against Danny as well.
Yeah. No doubt.
Rookie mistake.
The fucking Washington defense was decent, and I was so sure that they'd be able to keep them quiet. Like, but
They shut Zeke out.
yeah, they shut fucking everyone they played out this year. It's crazy.
All right, let's move on.
2nd and 10. Mahomes sets up the screen. Hunt. 30. 20. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was Kareem Hunt with the touchdown as the Highland Otters get revenge for an early season loss to the Cougars with a 102-69 win. Ryan Hunt and the returning Cup were just a couple of names to put up big scores for the Otters as they now take a 2-game lead in division. The Cougars will no doubt be hurt by this result, especially coming against a local rival, but must now turn their heads to a crunch game against the Aztecs next week. Okay, John, let's talk about your team. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I made a couple of bad calls in bringing in Derek Carr and not playing Tevin Coleman, letting Kenyon Drake have more time in the field.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here.
And I knew he didn't deserve it. Like, I knew those 2 weeks were flukes, and he just got lucky and caught big scores. I fucking rolled him out there anyway.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit, and I should have traded him after his 2 good weeks there, because I probably would have got something for him. Because he's shit. He's not even that he's that shit, but they don't give him enough of the ball, and he's not good enough to only have a couple of touches a game kind of shit.
I've never been a Kenyon Drake truther or fan.
Yeah, like he was super good at the end of last year, but it's because they were feeding him the ball a shit ton, and they had no Ryan Tannehill or not. Like, the passing game was just terrible, so he's just getting all the opportunity. Now it's like Frank Gore's there.
They got Brock.
Touchdown, winning games. So you just can't trust him. Tevin Coleman's probably going to be in there going forward.
Yeah, well,
just kind of
you didn't? Did you play him last week too? No,
I think he was on bye week last week.
Oh yeah. Have you played him since you've gotten him?
No.
What's going on there?
Because Latavius Murray was real good because I picked him up before I traded from before I got Latavius Murray.
Yeah.
And then I think Murray had a real good matchup, so I played him instead of him that week. And then Dalvin Cook just kept being out, and Murray was being pretty solid, so he just kind of kept his place.
Looking at the rest of your team, it's the James Conner show, and then nobody.
My wide receivers have fucking jobbed me. Because Golden Tate was doing fucking fine, and he was on pace for like about 1,000 to 1,200 kind of yards and 100 catches. Probably throw 2 or 3 more touchdowns in there. That'd be a fine wide receiver 2 season. But then he's gone to the Eagles, and he's like learning a new system, and there's like Zach Ertz and fucking Alshon Jeffrey there. And, I don't know what I'm going to get from him, if anything, really.
I think Golden Tate can have a good season in the Eagles. I think they're going to start slinging it more. I think they're being too conservative.
I don't know if it's going to happen before week 13, though. Because that's when I need him now. And, like, I think he probably will be like super good for him, and he'll win them a game in the fucking January or some shit. But it's like, what good is that to me, Golden? Well, like, where are you now?
What did you ever think about me?
So it might be him and Doug Baldwin going forward. Starting a wide receiver. Who knows? I need to probably trade for a wide receiver. I need to get someone in there.
I mean, I got a couple. You got any like picks or anything that you could?
No. You can have Kenyon Drake.
I don't want Kenyon. No, John. No one wants Kenyon Drake. I think that's the problem.
Someone will take.
Oh, you had Traquan Smith. I didn't know who that person was until you added him, and then he scored a touchdown. I was like, good work, John.
Yeah, I know. I played him because I was going to pick up like Crabtree or whatever, some fucking just like some dude to fill out space. I need someone with Marion Thomas only coming in, and I was like, fuck it, I already have Traquan. I'll throw him out there because Derek Carr jobbed me, and I thought he like had the potential to score a bunch or score nothing. And then he scored 8, and I was like, I guess that's probably good going forward. That he has a better ceiling.
Is it safe to say that James Conner is he's a stable of your boys, a young boy that you keep in your stable?
He's gonna be my first round pick from now on if I can get him. Basically,
yeah,
he's my boy.
Yeah, I understand that love.
Bell is not coming back this year, and he is gonna stay. He's gonna get me to the playoffs. I don't think that Bell's coming back. Because all this shit they're saying where it's like, I'll wait till after the trade deadline. Yeah. Or like, he has to sign by a certain week and play some games, or else they can just tag him again. Yeah. But apparently that's all kind of like bullshit. Like, he can just not play, and if they tag him, they have to pay him a fuckload, way more money and he can still like try and get traded out or like negotiate with other teams and stuff like that as well. It's not the same kind of tag. He doesn't have to show up at all.
He's also completely poisoned the well in Pittsburgh. Like all the offensive line guys fucking hate him now.
Because I was heavily considering trading James Conner like kind of 2 weeks and last week ago, just because I was like, if Vlad Bell comes back, I'm in a fucking bad spot all of a sudden. Like, I have no one. And I was like, if I could turn him into a fucking good wide receiver and then roll with Matt Breida and stuff, be laughing. But I'm glad I kept him there, so I don't think Vlad Bell is there.
So it's safe to say you love James Conner?
Yeah, I love him.
Alright, let's have a little look through Danny's team, because he's always complaining we don't give him any respect, so whatever. Piece
of shit.
Let's see what we can do.
He had a pretty decent week.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had to pick someone better, Derek Carr got off to a better start of the week. Probably could have done something against this team, but I shit the bed.
I don't know that's how that works.
You need that confidence going into the Sunday night games, and Derek Carr just couldn't hold it together for his team.
So then people like Tyler Lockett are like, we're not going to win John's Fantasy League.
Derek Carr is going to play shit, then I'm going to play shit.
And then Derek Carr probably started crying like he always does, apparently.
Yeah, that's what happened. I brought in the goddamn baby into the team, and everyone else going to start acting like babies now.
Yeah,
must be talking about Danny's team.
Yeah, we're like, let's talk about Danny, show up some respect. Back to John. Matty Ice is the number 2 quarterback in fantasy this year, I believe.
He's so solid.
Kareem Hunt is number 2 running back now. He picked up Eckler. My boy Eckler, who I was trying to pawn off. He's dipped in form since then. So maybe y'all are right. Maybe I put too much faith in Ekins. Mike Evans had 10 targets and only 1 reception for 16 yards.
Fucking James Bradbury played him so well.
Yeah.
He had a really good game against him. He played him basically man to man the whole game and fucking basically shut him down. He had a real good game.
I'd be interested to get a statement from Danny about his and Mike Evans' relationship, because once upon a time they were true loves.
Yeah.
Now
he hasn't done much this year at all, hasn't he? Now.
Yeah. So I don't know if that.
I mean, he's had a couple of good games in fairness.
Yeah, but Mike Evans is Mike Evans. He should be doing Mike Evans things. Cooper Kupp came back. Jimmy Graham. Cooper Kupp is going to be a big player for Danny, I believe. Also for me, because it means Goff has like his whatever. Kupp is good. Jimmy Graham, another good tight end performance that I'm sure was going to infuriate Dell. Downtown John Brown doesn't. After he played a blinder against me, he's just not going to play football anymore. He's just going to retire. Then the best kicker in football, Justin Tucker, 10 points, and the Rams defense -1 point. Connor, anything of note you want to mention on this team? Any stats you might have?
Just that Danny's quarterback, RB1 and kicker scored more than John.
I'm a stat man.
So.
There you go.
Yeah, if 3 players on one team are outscoring your whole team, well, you're clearly not going to win. Don't know what I was ramping up to there.
It'll be difficult to win.
You're going to be in bad shape.
Unless all the rest of that players' team will get
player on my team on my bench, so...
Yeah, you got that award. Oh my god, we got to talk about Danny's bench. So David Njoku, I like Njoku for Cleveland. I think, he's a good backup to have. Derrick Henry, 9.2 points.
I was really hoping Danny would play Derrick Henry, because I was like, Derrick Henry is ass. Like half of the players he could have played him instead of.
Yeah, and because Deion Lewis also had like a really good game. So... maybe because didn't they fire their offensive coordinator or something recently? I don't know. Are they
possibly
something happened? I think they're moving towards a run game more, so they might be good pickups. And then of course, I would say the Drisbowl's favorite player in my books, Alex Collins. With 1 rushing touchdown and 39 yards from scrimmage. He's a great guy, John. Give us some thoughts on Alex Collins.
He's got a good mustache. He's got good dreads. He plays for a real bad team at the minute, though.
Yeah.
A real bad quarterback.
I
Hard
want
to get excited about him.
I want somebody to trade for Alex Collins because I love Alex Collins, but I hate the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant in our league.
Oh no!
He's
Also,
permanently on Danny's bench.
yeah, I was gonna say that maybe someone needs to make a move for Alex Collins and appreciate Alex Collins. Play him on the flex. Anyone?
No.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm good.
Maybe you guys don't have the same love I have for Alex Collins. Do you not? We must all do.
I don't know who he is.
You know that Danny's coming sliding into those DMs to you after you hear
Oh,
fucking trade Alex Collins for Saquon Barkley or
Yes,
something.
so mad. So, John and Del, you guys have to unfortunately leave us real quick right now. You said you were going to the optometrist?
Yeah, me and Dad were going to get our vocal cords scraped at the optometrist.
Okay, well, you can expect you back later on, though, I assume.
We'll be back to finish off the show with you guys. This should only take a little while. It's quite a quick procedure, I believe. And we'll be back to talk about a couple of future headlines, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, you know.
You might be back before then.
Who knows?
Oh.
All right. Okay. Goodbye. See you later. Del's gone. Right. Del.
I'll rush
I've
off.
got to start the car. Well, I'll go ahead and leave now. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. See you later. And on that note, let's move on.
Wide open. Well, there were two guys who were there, but it's Josh Gordon, the second guy, into the touchdown.
Oh, that Tom Brady's a sneaky little devil.
It was Flash Gordon with the touchdown as the Crusaders compounded losses on that tiny witch bitch Shawla with a 101 to 70 point win. The Gordon twins and Juice Howard did enough to beat that tiny bitch as the Crusaders jumped to second in the division after being bottom last week. Shawla's witch curse no longer looks to be working after dropping to 2 losses on the bounce for the first time since week 2, and with 3 division games up in the next 4 weeks, it's imperative that the Sharks start winning again soon. Connor, let's talk about this game.
Sure, let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
So, Martin won.
Yes, and that's very, very spicy for the division.
Yes. Yeah, because I was kind of hoping that Martin would win this game.
Yeah.
Because that would have meant that, well, exactly what happened. Everyone would be 4 and 5.
Everyone's on 4 and 5 apart from Danny, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of don't want Danny to be up there, but look, it makes the rest of the thing super juicy going into week 11, which we're all super hyped about. Martin's team, he had Phillip Rivers, who had a good game, and then I said the Gordon twins, yeah. So Melvin came back, who's his boy, the face of the team, Connor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. Starman this year.
Yeah.
He's the David Bowie, if you will.
I would.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Even though he's dead.
A moment's silence for David Bowie. Matty Sanders got 4.7. DJ Moore got 4.8. The Juice, Connor, you're a big fan of the Juice.
Yeah.
17 points.
Yeah. For both of them.
Yeah.
I wish Martin would have taken my other tight end.
Yeah,
of
course.
I gave him the choice.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to take fucking Cook, and I was like, oh, then I'll be left with the Juice, but he's alright.
Yeah.
I wonder what Martin saw in him.
Probably Ryan Fitzpatrick being back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he just threw it all to him. Like Mike Evans got nothing.
Yeah.
I think I had someone from that team as well who also got nothing. We'll get onto that in my matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of.
Yeah. So maybe Martin just saw Fitz being back, and then you were like, "No, I love Derek Carr. He's the man." What else is going on here? Matt Prater. We haven't really talked about kickers today, other than sluts, but and of course Kai. Oh no, we haven't talked about Kai Forbat yet, but we will, Connor.
Will we?
Get ready for that.
Okay.
Buckle up, my friend. Do you like Kai?
No.
Kai's Kai.
I don't know what that means.
Martin's bench was Antonio Brown 10 points, Scaffolding 10 points, and not a whole pile else. Tariq Cohen had a quiet game against that really good Buffalo defense though.
Where did like half his team he traded for?
Yeah, I think it's like Rivers he traded for, didn't he?
Yeah.
Peterson he picked up, Gordon he drafted, Sanders he traded for, Moore he picked up, Howard he traded for, Gordon he picked up. I think he drafted Gordon, didn't he?
Did he?
Oh wait, no, Rob.
Someone else had Gordon and dropped him.
Yeah.
Like, he did pick him up or traded for him.
Yeah. I assume he picked up both Matt Prater and the Cowboys defense. He traded for Antonio Brown. I assume he picked up Sammy Watkins. I can't remember. I think he picked up Carson Wentz. Not sure what Tariq Cohen. And definitely picked up the other two. Yeah, so Martin has like maybe 3 guys he's drafted.
Trading his way to the playoffs, potentially.
Yeah, good work, Martin. I guess he knows what he's doing. He's just going trade mad.
Yeah. Well, when you're a two-time winner?
2-time. Questioning it. You're 2-time.
Well, it could have been 3-time.
Oh, right, okay. No, 2-time.
Okay.
Let's have a little looky-loo with is it Shawla's team? Yes.
Yeah.
So, Connor, Shawla isn't good anymore.
That's good. Well, she never was good.
She was good against me.
No, she just played bad teams.
Or well, she played good teams who played bad.
Yeah, sure.
Or middling teams who played bad. But her witch bitch curse is gone, Connor. I think we can safely say I've broken the witch bitch curse. Would you say I'm a hero?
Absolutely not. No.
Would you contemplate it?
No.
Me being a hero? Because you're kind of just dismissing it like straight out the gate.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait, did you say she bet you?
No, I beat her.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I forget what I was agreeing to there, but I
we can all agree I'm a hero. Shada McCoy, Peyton Barber didn't show up. Nuke is a beast. If Sean didn't have Cam and Nuke, she wouldn't have a team. Corey Davis. God damn it, Connor. How is Corey Davis still playing on a team and with Shawla?
He was one of her top scorers this week.
That's true. 6 points. Jordan Reed had a quiet game. Damandola is not putting up big scores any week. Kickers doing very well this week. 11 points against 9 points. And there was a couple of 11s. And the Ravens defense let her down against Steelers. Matt Stafford, Chris Ivory were playing. The rest of them were on byes, Connor, but the rest of them aren't really that good either. So to surmise, what does this matchup mean, Connor? What can this tell us going forward?
That Shauna's not going to make the playoffs.
I also think Shauna's not going to make the playoffs. She can't, surely. It makes no sense. You can't.
But she shouldn't.
I know, but you can't score that few points and make it. It's crazy.
She has a couple of good values. Like Joe Mixon's been good for this year. TJ Yeldon, TY Yeldon.
Now you're making TJ.
TJ, yeah.
TJ Yeldon, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking T.Y.
Hilton. Yeah.
So TJ, I think they've been doing good for us. So when they come back, maybe
let's have
might scrape into the fucking playoffs.
Let's have a look at her matchup. So she's got Danny. I was gonna go Danny away. No, it doesn't matter. She's got Danny next. Then she's got Dell. Oh yeah, so 3 division games for Shauna. Danny, Dell, and John.
And
then she plays Barry. So she needs to. It's these 3 games. I could see her beating Dell and John. I don't know what the matchups are. Well. Nobody beats Barry, so that's out of the question.
Oh, yeah.
But I think she could, because like week 11, Dell was saying that the Patriots are on bye.
Oh, yeah.
And that's against Shauna. So Shauna could get that win.
Yeah. And
then she just needs John's team to have a week like he did today, and she could easily beat John. And then Sean is in the goddamn playoffs.
It's too close to call. Same in our division as well. Too close to call who might actually end up.
Yeah. Shauna has the worst division record at the minute. She's 1-4, but obviously if she won those 2 games, she'd be 3-4, and I think she would be ahead of like John and Dell then. Through that. Or something like that.
I don't know. It's too hard. There's too many variables right now to say what might or might not happen.
But week 11, Connor. Oh my god. It's going to be the greatest week in Drisbowl history.
It means nothing to you anymore.
No, I can still do it.
Nah, you can't beat Barry.
I'm going to beat Barry that week.
You might beat him, but you're not going to beat him in the division.
Doesn't matter. What matters is
week pride, is it?
Week 14 is what matters.
I mean, chances
week
are
15.
Good that 14. You beat him, and you've been the top scorer in 3 of the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, saw that too. And he hasn't really.
Well, you've been top scorer 5 times. He's only been the top scorer once.
Oh, how does he keep winning?
He's never been worse than 4th highest.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Yeah.
And then hold on, let's just have a little look at Martin's fixtures. So you next, then he plays the Hall and Assers, the Aztecs, and the Cougars. Oh, those games! Oh my god, just those last bunch of games. It's so good in the Luther.
Isn't it? Yeah, Shauna and Barry are the only people who aren't playing in the division in the last game.
The last game, yeah. I'm playing Rob.
you're looking at the best team and the worst team, so that's kind of handy how that worked out.
In which?
For the last game.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else is playing the divisional games.
Yeah. Alright, in that case, Connor, I think we can move on.
Ready for shot. And on 2nd and 8, toss to Kamara, blocking in front, tiptoes, touchdown.
That was Alvin Kamara with the touchdown as the Warriors continue their impressive win streak, taking them to 9 wins to start the season. Far from the vintage Warriors display though, as only Kamara and Mahomes broke 10 points for the Warriors, but combining for nearly 60 points regardless. The Titans looked dead and buried going into Monday night game, only for Lewis to score a tidy 18 points, but it wasn't enough. They will, however, continue to look up in search of a playoff spot, as they know they are only 1 win behind the Zebra Killers. Alright, Connor, this is your game.
Yep.
Let's get into it. Talk us through your emotions and such.
Well, it was going alright Sunday, like when Christian McCaffrey was doing well, and like Thielen and Tyreek Hill were not really doing anything. I think Hunt got all the touchdowns in Kansas.
Yeah.
So it was looking good for me. Looks like I might have been able to just hold on. But then when Kamara got I think when he got his second touchdown, I just stopped watching.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention Monday night either.
Because that's what it is. That's like, it's literally just Mahomes and Kamara.
Yeah.
Because the rest of his team, like I said in the write-up, like no one else broke 10 points. Like it's still all decent numbers. Like Thielen, it's his first under 100 yards receiving game this year. Only got 22 yards, but he got a touchdown. And then Hill got 8.5, and Tim Burton, he's going from strength to strength, Connor. A quick comment on Tim Burton.
Shot touchdown this week.
Yeah.
Good for a 6-year-old director.
Yeah.
Turns out breaking up with Helena Bonham Carter is good for him.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
He's living his dream now. Good work, Tim. Bobby Woods, who has actually slowed down since I decided that I was a big supporter of Bobby Woods.
Yeah, you just stopped mentioning him now, so he has no motivation.
So, Bobby Woods, you suck again. What the fuck? And I think he's doing it to spite me because I've Goff now, and he's like, oh, I'm just going to be bad. I'm like, alright, fuck you then, Bobby Woods.
He's filling out his team with celebrities as well. He's got
Bill Maher. Yeah, in a kicker. Again, a very old man. Like, he's even older, I would say.
I don't know, they're probably about the same.
Yeah, and he's very small too.
Yeah.
I guess kickers are smaller. It would be weird to play Bill Maher at tight end. Yeah.
I mean, like Adam Vinatieri, he's an old man as well.
That's true. So Bill Maher, only 2 points, but look, it's more than I would have got probably. Oh, that's not true. If Bill Maher can do it, I can do it. Panthers defense 7 points. Ian Deshaun Watson on his bench. Kenny G, 5.4. Juju, 7.8. So, not much better on his bench. Connor, do you think this is a trend going forward that the Pats' team might be failing a little bit? Or is this a flash in the pan? A reverse flash in the pan? He still won.
Yeah, like he won. He was still, where was he? Yeah, he was the third highest scorer this week.
Yeah. So all my...
You're scaremongering.
Project Fear.
Yeah.
I'm trying to answer the questions people are asking, Connor.
Doom hurling.
I'm a journalist at heart. I'm an intrepid reporter, some would say.
A Lois Lane?
What's the Larry Lane?
Alright.
Lawrence Lane.
Louis Lane. Because Louis is just Lois with an extra letter.
Yeah. I don't like that extra letter. Take it out.
Lewis Lane.
Perfect.
Yeah.
For that one.
How do you spell Lewis? L-U-S or L-E-W-I?
Doesn't matter.
I think it does.
Not to me. Alright, Connor, let's have a little... Yeah, so we talked a little bit about your team. Aaron Rodgers... Oh, okay, well here's a talking point. I get to keep my goddamn 12th round pick, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
What we do? Come on now.
Like, what was Mitch doing? Like, he like, they got so many points that week. They, like, got 41 points, and he only got 8.
Yeah, well, I think the Buffalo defense got,
they got 2
two touchdowns. Yeah, that's why Richie did so well.
And
then I think Jordan Howard for Rob then. So all the scores came in that one game.
Okay, but yeah, Rodgers, he did a bit of rushing actually, from what I remember seeing in the game. Although it doesn't really reflect it.
Yeah, it says yards. 8 yards.
Yeah, well, that's more than normal.
Not for Aaron Rodgers, I don't think.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping he'd get injured when it became clear I was going to lose the matchup, so I could at least get a 12th round pick. But that didn't happen.
For fuck's sake. Lamar Miller, I was kind of hoping was going to have a big game because that Denver run defense is not very good, but he didn't.
No. Christian McCaffrey, again, like I said, when he was putting up big numbers in I think that was the Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah.
I thought, I might be able to do this.
Was this his coming out party for you, or was that last week? Is this
last week?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Week,
so he's out and proud now.
Oh yeah. He's having a running back pride festival.
Yeah. It's raining men.
Okay.
Your wide receivers were annoying me so much because I knew if one of them had scored, I was like, you have a chance.
Yeah.
But for Jackson and Sanu to just do absolutely nothing, and then Jared Cook with the 2 points to begin on Thursday night was just no good.
Yeah. If I had kept Howard and not taken
Yeah. You would have won, wouldn't you? Yeah. Damn it, Cotter.
Fucking Martin ruining my season, stealing all my best players. Oh, when I say steal, I mean we agreed
to a trade. Yeah, I understand. I understand bartering, Connor. I've bartered before.
But no, if just one other player had like a semi-decent match, got a touchdown and a few extra yards, but it didn't happen.
You'd be in the money, but alas, you are not.
Winning streak goes on.
Then Anton on your bench, nothing really. Randall Cobb, Doug Martin, Funchess, not a whole lot.
No.
Let's have a little look at your fixtures going forward, Connor. So you have the Crusaders next, then you have Rob, me, Richie. So obviously you're going to want to win all 4.
Ideally, but...
Well, you're looking at the Rob and Richie games.
Yeah.
And we mentioned week 11, super hype, and then the last game. So I think the narrative is really on the Titans now. You can start writing your own history books, Cara.
Yeah, the Zebra Killers and the Dragons played last week, but that's their second one. But anyway, could all come down to the last game. See who gets both playoff spots in both leagues.
You have to win both of them, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
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 If you win both of them, you do it, and you have to win both of them. It's the only way you can do it, is win both those 2 games. You don't even have to win the other 2, but you have to win those 2.
At least. Yeah. Can't wait. It's going to be spicy. When's the trade deadline after week 11? What did you say, it's 19 days away? Yeah, that'll be after week 11. So I'll know after week 11 where it's going.
Just ship Rodgers out.
I'll just, week 12 will just be a team of players who are on injured reserve.
You gotta get smart with that Marina then. Okay, let's move on. How do you think the boys are doing?
I don't know. I feel like they'll be. What did you say? They'll be woozy.
Yeah. I mean, those optometrist drugs they can get you a bit, confused. You can forget what optometry is.
Yeah.
You can think it's something to do with your eyes, maybe.
It can also, especially in Drogheda and that general area in the northeast, they can be so damaging that you're left unable to speak.
For I've read about that for short periods of time.
Yeah.
And then almost completely never mention it again.
Yeah, I would say that's an accurate
That's
statement.
a common symptom.
Yeah.
I remember reading about optometrists.
That Northeastern Health Board.
Yeah, come on now, guys, get it together.
Look at them thinking they're great with their fucking hospital. What's it called? The St. Lourdes? St. Mary's? Our Lady of Lourdes?
Yeah.
St. Lourdes is not a thing, because Lourdes is a place, not a person.
And on that note, Connor, let's move on. Oh, the boys are back. Alright, John and Del, we're delighted to have you back. How was your short trip to the optometrists?
It was great. We got our eyes checked at the optometrist. Is that what they do? No, that's an optician. What the fuck is an optometrist?
Oh no, John and Del, you were both there. What's that, Del? Del can't talk at the minute. Alright.
Oh, maybe it was something to do with our mouths. We were getting our
teeth,
vocal cords scraped at the optometrist this evening, and obviously it had a much more significant effect on him, and he's not able to talk.
Yeah, I think that sounds
Plausible.
Believable. Yeah. Oh, we've had a lot of fun today, haven't we, guys?
It's been a gay old time.
So, guys, it's midway through the season, as you're all, or over midway, as you're all aware. So I decided what would be a fun little game for us all to do is what we want this is also in memoriam to the Drisbowl Gazette that we all know and love, which unfortunately lost all its writers and editors in a purge last year. So, just a moment of silence for the Gazette.
Weren't you the only writer for that?
No comment. So on that note, I decided what we're going to do is we're going to do headlines we'd like to see.
An extra, extra! Read all about it! Life story of Playboy Penny! Extra, extra!
I want Spider-Man!
Are they supposed to be headlines that we would have seen in the Drisbowl Gazette?
In what sense? Like, a lot of good puns. I've worked a few puns in.
I didn't. I didn't do any puns in on.
I just went for puns. I didn't go for football-related content at all.
Nobody said anything about puns.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. We're gonna keep going. Do you guys want me to go first,
Sure.
and then I can show you what you guys should have done?
Yeah, and then we feel bad. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so my first headline that we'd like to see: the strong hand of the commissioner. Commissioner John Hand, after being flooded with complaints, has decided to remove 3 wins from the Rainbow Warriors following an inquiry into where the Warriors' name and logo came from. The news comes as a relief to the rest of the league, who work hard on their logos and team names, except obviously for Coach Thompson.
Obviously.
That's quite the headline.
Yeah, but a little bit of context to the thing. You know, you can just explain your context. You don't need to have a little write-up. But that personally is something that I would like. So, John, can we get you to comment on disciplinary proceedings?
I mean, something pretty drastic would have to happen for me to take 3 wins off someone, especially someone who's undefeated. And I assume I give them 3 losses while taking these 3 wins off them too. So Baz is not going to be happy about that, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, perfect. Connor, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I just wrote the headline though, so I'm going to make up the copy of the text.
Yeah.
And again, it's not really football related. I just
Okay.
went for puns.
Okay.
Zebra killers targeted by PETA. In an apparent semantic mix-up, Coach Rob Fay has been branded disgusting by the animal rights group PETA. His face and clothes were brushed with red paint as he left training today.
That's a really good one. I like that one. All right, John, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. My one is about the zebra killer, or not the zebra killer, it's, the reggae sharks. It's reggae sharks get their bell rung. I think Sean is not going on to the playoffs this year, and it's because Lad Bell is going to sit on his fucking ass all year long and let James Conner score all those sweet, sweet points for me instead. And I also do want to see him back.
Yeah, of course. There you go. I concur with that headline. I also don't think Sean is going to make the playoffs.
For the first time ever?
I think Lad Bell is basically your only... No, I think she got knocked out last year because Danny went last year.
Oh, yeah. Del, you're up.
Hauling assers ripped apart. I just want to see Danny go on a streak of bad luck and finish bottom.
I think we all want to see that, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I pander to the masses.
Alright, I'm going to go next. So, the Marty B rule is to officially be named the Kai Forbath rule. Kai Forbath has become synonymous with the Drisbowl this week after scoring 420 points on a way to a 69-point total, and therefore the automatic win, as the Reggae Sharks managed to hand the Rainbow Warriors a 3rd straight loss. What's even more impressive is that Kai was unemployed until week 12, when the Raiders picked him up for the tie versus the Chiefs, also sealing first place in the conference for the Patriots in the process. A field goal, a PAT, and a 2-yard rush were enough to secure the win for the Sharks.
420 is a weird score for a team.
And the Raiders, and to write Kai, who is Kai, into the history books.
So is this Barry's 3rd loss coupled with the 3 that were taken off him?
This is a separate...
a separate universe.
Yeah.
Baz is going to lose the next 3 games.
Ideally, well, no, he can win this one. He needs to lose the last 3.
Oh, okay.
Also, Kai is Kai.
Yeah, we all.
Del, your thoughts on Kai Forbath?
My thoughts on him? I don't have any.
That's fair. He's
Honestly, I've never thought about the man in my life.
Kai is Kai. Alright, let's move on. Connor, what have you got?
More animal-related news.
Perfect.
Hauling assers indicted in donkey smuggling scandal. So apparently Hauling Assers was a more literal name than we thought. Because Danny was caught shipping donkeys to China, because as we all know, donkey kneecaps are used to cure impotency in China. So
cure it there? It's not even just to treat it, it's to cure it.
It's the cure. We found the cure.
Yeah.
And as part of the Drisbowl's strict non-animal smuggling rules, he's disqualified this year. That's the headline we all want to see.
There you go, yeah. That's a headline I'd like to see.
Hello for Coach Thompson, yeah, I have to think.
Alright, John, you're up.
The next one that I want to see is Trade Tsunami Part 2. I want to see who is going to just give up faith soon on them, being able to make the playoffs. And who's going to do what you and me did last year.
Yeah.
Someone's going to fucking do it. Everyone's talking all this good shit now, being like, oh, fucking trade away all your picks, John, you're a dick, and you're a dick, Michael, yeah, that's great. It's like, but someone's going to do it. Like,
yeah.
I'm probably going to do it.
Yeah, Connor has openly discussed it in the past.
If it wasn't so damn close at the bottom here, huh?
Del, what have you got?
Brookville Rainbow Warriors sink to obscurity after you clearly beat them in the final, Michael. I see a bad season next season for Baz.
Just absolutely crumbles. He's had an amazing fucking career. He sucks.
Yeah. His win percentage is probably better than anything any of the rest of us have put together.
Yeah, one's going to be all the farther down and more painful. A little bit dark there.
Yeah, I like it. Sometimes that's where you gotta go on this show. It's a thinker. All right, I got one here. I like. One in the hand is worth two in the assers. Commissioner Hand, now drunk on power, has decided that the Assers need to shape up with their use of name and logo, and has moved to make both more fitting of the prestige of the Drisbowl. Rumours of the financial benefits for the Dris competitors when the league blows up is said to be reasoning behind the decision. Yeah, we can't market Danny's logo. Was it some weird trucking thing with Hannah's face on it?
It's a movie with Kurt Russell in it. I don't know how none of you guys have heard of this movie before. It's a very funny movie.
What movie is it?
It's called Haul and Ass.
Big Trouble in... Oh, no.
It's what?
It's called Haul and Ass.
Oh, no. Copyright issues.
Kurt Russell's body. That's hilarious.
Terrible.
No good.
I got another headline, but
I tried, Danny. I tried. You heard me.
Alright, Connor, you got one.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the headline here. I'm not going to try and make up the thing. Okay. Hernan Cortez arrives in RD. Aztecs worried.
So they should be.
That's
history joke there for you, as all the best jokes are.
Christ, man, we had to deal with Cromwell. Was that not enough?
Let me see. Anyone else have got any other ones?
I got none.
Alright, I got one more. The start of a dynasty. League? Today marks the start of the new season of the Drisbowl, and for the first time the league will be a full dynasty league comprised of the teams from last year. Drisbowl 18 champs, the OC Millions, are said to be delighted with the news, as are the rest of the owners, probably. I didn't check on it. The decision means the Millions will keep their title-winning team for the long term, while shitty teams like Connors will of course stay bad. And isn't that what capitalism is all about?
My team's better than some other people's.
Yeah. It's not good though, is it?
I mean, you can pick up Shauna. She's a woman.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I should use Shauna.
Probably get the hierarchy of insults. So it goes, Barry and you and all the good people at the top, and then the bottom is like Danny and Shauna.
Yeah.
So I'm somewhere in the middle.
And obviously Rob. I mean, you put Rob below Claire in your last power rankings.
In Connor's official power rankings.
Did anyone talk to Rob about that? Did he confide?
Oh yeah, he was furious.
Great. That was the point.
I'll read you the messages that he sent me because he was probably in a bad place when he sent it to me.
I mean, he brings it on himself. He's like, "Oh, too sick to do a fucking podcast." And then he's out drinking that night.
I love it.
I didn't say he was right. I'm just saying he was furious.
When you do a podcast, you're just sitting on your bed talking. I'm sure that's what he did all day anyway.
Oh, boys, this is just making week 11 all the juicier with all this heat. Oh.
Am I playing Rob?
Yeah.
This is the fight for supremacy in the power rankings.
Yeah, winner gets the power rankings.
No, I don't want us to do 2 fucking podcasts every week.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And on that note, guys, I think we're done in terms of show, Connor.
Yes.
You had you had a fun time.
Oh, yeah.
What was your highlight?
My highlight was when I didn't have to do a lot of talking this week.
Of course.
Yeah.
John and Del, a pleasure to have both of you. I hope we can have you on again sometime, perhaps.
Connor's highlight was my highlight too.
Connor's. And tell the people at home where we can find you guys.
At Drisbowl Commissioner 69420 on Twitter.
You gotta look that up. You gotta make that.
Find me there too.
That's on fucking phone. They're gonna be able to take me for all I'm worth to get that handle.
You're gonna make your nut. And what about can we see you guys coming up shortly? Have any shows planned?
Yeah, hopefully this weekend. Probably try and do what we tried to do last weekend and it won't, because I got the same work schedule as last week. Hopefully we won't get you off this time.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And on that note, it's over. We all had fun. Week 9 is in the books. Week 10 is coming up. All shaping up nicely for the eventual week 11, where it all kicks off. Mayhem. Build the hype, Connor. Choo choo.
That was my, that klaxon sound effect. It's in all the hip hop songs these days.
It was brilliant, Connor.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That was a tiny trumpet.
That's it, yeah.
Goodbye.